Castlevania Order of Ecclesia can be a very tough game at times, but what if I told you that I have a very simple early game way for you to farm over 190,000 points of experience per hour? And what if I told you that on top of that, I'm gonna teach you how to get everything you need both for farming and eventual emergency escapes? That's awesome, huh? All that I ask in return is that you hit the like button and subscribe. So, let's get right to it. Alright, first order of business. Make sure you have some money, sell useless stuff, head over to the Weigel village, find the merchant, which you've probably already released by now, and buy 9 magical tickets. Those things are dirt cheap. They go 100 a ticket, so get 9. Next, you're gonna head over to the very first forest. Yes, that long straight path you find in the game, the very first forest, and you're gonna find this guy over here, the mage. And now you're gonna hold up the moment he begins casting his spell. He's trying to summon a zombie. Sucks to be him. He's just stolen his spell. Next, you're gonna progress through the game until you reach the lighthouse and fight the dreaded crab battle, the Brachura. And what you're seeing right now is the footage from the video I released a couple of days ago where I taught you how to defeat him without taking a single hit. If you're interested, I'm gonna leave the card for it right now on screen. Once you're done kicking his ass using my easy to follow guide, go back up with the elevator. Either way works, but now you're gonna Magnus yourself up, and here is gonna be the light glyph for you to absorb. Pretend I just absorbed it. Bling! And now I'm gonna show you the glyph loadout that you are going to use. Now you're gonna make this combo. You are gonna go with Masir and Fidelis carries. You probably don't have Volmasir by now. If you do, all the better. And Luminatio and Volmasir on another sleeve. Okay, so now we've entered the skeleton cave, and I'm gonna lead you exactly to the path you need to go. And remember, skeletons are weak to blunt force, not slashes, so that's why we're gonna be using a hammer. And take it easy because you want to get to that part with as much HP as you probably can. So, you know, I'm really taking my time here, defeating everyone, avoiding damage. Because, yes, avoiding damage, and, well, this was only 6. And, because it takes a little while to getting used to doing the trick properly. But don't worry, after 3 or 4 passes, you're going to be a master at it. And that chest over there will regenerate every single time you enter this stage. And those chests, they usually have items pertaining side quests, so look up frequently. Be careful with those guys with the blades because they're a little tougher. They have 80 HP. And this is where the magic is going to happen. Before you enter this next part, make sure you equip all of your gear that raises your intelligence. No other stats matter in this session. Okay, so that's what you're seeing me doing. I'm double checking to see if I got, you know, for my best equipment. And you've realized that I've gone from 32 to level 13. And that's because I had an old save and decided to show you how fast you can go. Because you're probably going to reach this level at around the same level I did. You know, from 12 to 13, maybe 14. Do not close this video just yet. There are a couple of things I need to explain to you so you don't get hit, okay? I'm going to make my next pass in slow motion. Okay, let's watch it one more time in real time, real speed. And the next one is going to be in slow motion. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm entering the room. I'm getting ready to crouch. I duck to miss the first, the second, and third skeletons. Now I walk forward, duck again, and you can already see that I'm standing exactly on top of the skull. That, you know, it's the only skull on this half of the arena that's absolutely, no, it's completely turned 90 degrees to the left. This is where you want to be. So this is gonna be your positioning. I'm gonna play this again in slow motion so you can see all the details one more time. Again, I'm entering the room, duck under the first jumper, the second one, the third one, And by the time I duck, that's in the one, I duck below the 4th jumper, I'm already standing where I need to be. And this is optimal because it enables me to hit the guy with the blades at the same time in which I'm hitting the jumper skeletons. Because if you stay too close to the edge of the screen, not only can this guy hit you with his beam spell, but also it can take you some extra 3 or 4 seconds. And remember, this is something you are going to be doing for quite some time. And remember, per hour you can gain over 190,000 points of experience. As a matter of fact, I'm going to speed things up right now. I assume that you've seen how things work. I'm going to let them play out in normal speed a couple of times. Then I'm going to show you what I want to show you. And remember, don't close this video just yet. You're still learning this. First, second, third. See, I got a little bit behind that skull. So see, the guy's still alive. And it's taking a little bit of extra time to kill. See what I mean? Wasted time. And when going back out, jump. This saves some time. You see the dodges, the crouches? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed things up by 10 times. And of course, we are going 10 times faster. But I want to imprint this into your mind so you can see how easy and simple it is. And now I'm going to do the same thing, but at level 32. Now, if you get this to the point where you can do it almost mechanically without paying attention, then you're going to be doing each pass in around 8 or 9 seconds. Now you're telling me, well, Balmon, you're counting seconds? Really? Yes, I am, because remember, we're going to be talking about 10-second passes at most for an hour. So you do the math. And of course, you can stop much earlier if you want. And the good thing is that this still works, this is still good, even at higher levels. You know, even at level 32, this is still one of the best ways to farm for experience. Now, you may be telling me, okay, B, I did what you told me to do, but I took a couple of hits, and I'm not really sure I can keep on doing this just now. So that's why we're going to go for the third and final part of what I wanted to show you. Alright, so let's say this is going to be your final pass, you're low on HP, you know, you probably have 1 or 2 hits left in you before you bite the bullet. So, what you're going to do? What can I do, Balmon? Well, here's where the magical tickets do come in. So, you are done, then head over to your item menu and use 1 magical ticket. Head over to the left, replenish your health, and save. And I do recommend that you use a controller with turbo functions if you can, because you know it can grow tiresome on your thumb or your fingers depending on your grip of choice. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, then all that I ask in return is that you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, because I'm working on a no damage, full no damage boss guide for Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. And if you'd like to further support this channel, support the show, because this really takes a lot of resources, believe it or not, it's a lot of time, a lot of preparation, and all those things, you can become a member right here on the channel. There's exclusive benefits for every single tier, alright? So this was Balmo speaking to you, and I hope you enjoy this very easy to follow farming guide for Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. See you next time.